Good morning and welcome to your daily morning horoscope for Thursday, 26 February 2026 Aries. You have an active mind and even more active imagination. Today you risk short-circuiting your brain as you struggle to keep up with all ideas and information swirling inside your head. Take a few minutes to do a mental inventory. Write down everything you're thinking about right now so you could free some space in your brain for other issues. A long walk or jog could help as it soothes your mind. Taurus. If a family member is in a bad mood but not confessing why, it's up to you to step in and help. He or she is carrying that big black cloud around, casting shadows everywhere as they go. Do what you can to help them out, although take care not to force the issue too harshly. Counseling might be in order and this may not be your area of expertise. Gemini. If a friend or colleague seems to be in trouble, you may not want to interfere or fear being too intimate, but this isn't the time to hold back. It's likely that this person really does need your help. Your intervention will be appreciated and possibly even rewarded. Be sure to get some rest tonight. You're emotionally and physically drained. Cancer. Your career may be sidetracked by petty gossip, rumor, and office politics. It's likely that someone is pushing forward his or her agenda without any thought or concern for its impact on others. Do what you can to put a stop to such shenanigans. Today is the day to be that whistleblower. Leo, some bad news about your financial situation may not really be as bad as it first appears. It throws you for a loop. Double check the information before spiraling into a panic. It may be that a computer made an error or bank look messed up. You may have to unravel some paperwork, but it will be a relief to have it resolved. Virgo, in an unpleasant situation, your inclination is to protect your loved ones from the truth. This would be a mistake, even though you're acting out of love. Your family members deserve to know the truth even though it hurts. You can't shield them from the realities of the outside world. Most people, even young ones, prefer to know the facts. Libra, you may be feeling tired and a bit wrung out today, although you're a workaholic by nature. Even you are forced to admit that this is a day to stay in bed. Give yourself these few hours to regroup and recoup your energy. You need to be operating at peak form for all the work that is likely to hit your desk by next week. Scorpio, there could be a missing person very much on your mind these days, and if it is possible that the relationship is over, you're the last one to know. Don't let your insecurities get the better of you. It's likely that your friend merely needs some time to be alone to sort out some big life issues. He or she will seek out your warmth and friendship again soon. Sagittarius, misinformation is likely to spread like wildfire today, causing a lot of unnecessary upsets either among your neighbors at home or your colleagues at work. Don't accept at face value any gossip or rumors you hear. Check the accuracy of the information yourself. If it does turn out to be false, as it is likely, you'll feel sorry for spreading the gossip. Capricorn, you're finally settling in motion some long-standing goals of yours. Good for you. But even though everything is in place and ready to go, it's possible that you'll receive notice today of some delay in your plans. The frustration feels unbearable, but when you step back and look at the bigger picture, you'll see that ultimately this delay is in your best interest. Aquarius, beware lawyers, bankers, stockbrokers today. One of them is likely to try and mislead you into some inaccurate information. While it might be in his or her best interest for you to take the information at face value, it certainly isn't in yours. Do your own research and get all the facts before making any financial investments recommended to you. Pisces, a family member or other loved one may not be telling you the truth. In this person's defense, he or she likely thinks they're protecting you by shielding you from the truth. This is a time for you to trust your instincts. If you're told something that simply doesn't ring true, check the information yourself, rather accepting it at face value. This has been your daily morning horoscope for Thursday, 26 February 2026. Do have yourself a great day.
Hiya, good morning. Well, as promised, we're back again in your company on this awesome day. Rise and shine. It's time to wake up. It's time to face the day ahead of you. Let's go over to our news department. We'll be back.
Good morning. Time now for the news. My name is Timothy Paulion. With a call to move beyond words, Caribbean leaders gathered in St. Kitts to mark 50 years of regional unity, celebrating a golden jubilee while confronting the very real challenges threatening the small island nations.
CARICOM stands at a decisive hour. The global order is shifting, and as was mentioned, it has probably already shifted. Supply chains remain uncertain, energy markets fluctuate, and climate shocks intensify. In such a world, fragmentation breeds vulnerability. By contrast, my dear colleagues, togetherness generates resilience.
Beyond the formalities, leaders used the platform to counter suggestions of division within the bloc, firmly rejecting any notion of fracture. Instead, emphasis was placed on unity, cooperation, and the understanding that small states, when standing together, speak with a much louder voice. A devastating fire has left 3 homes in Leslie Land reduced to ashes as firefighters battled intense flames late into Tuesday evening to prevent the blaze from spreading further into the community.
Based on our records, the fire started at 23:22, just before midnight, and it was brought under control about 3 hours after. In total, there were 3 units. In total, damages to 7 structures, however, 3 of which were completely destroyed, and the others were partially damaged through the heat flux.
Authorities say the cause of the fire remains under investigation as damage assessments continue. We continue the broadcast with news that a rash of hotel robberies in St. Lucia's tourist belt has triggered a U.S. travel restriction and a forceful police response as authorities launch aggressive operations at a new marine unit to protect St. Lucia's vital tourism industry,
which have resulted in over 36 individuals targeted. Search operations have been conducted in a number of communities within the Soufrière-Choiseul area, to include Palmis, New Development, Fort Beignet, and as far as Choiseul, Café, and Vieux Fort. A number of persons who were apprehended and are presently subjects of investigation. A robust investigation procedure have commenced, where we are now looking at identifying the perpetrator and prosecuting.
Commissioner Vernegard said discussions are taking place to establish a sub-police station for a marine unit in the Soufrière area. He revealed that a marine unit training course facilitated by the Soufrière High Command will take place from the 9th to the 13th of next month. Despite a roar of engines and a surge of traffic across St. Lucia for Independence Weekend, police are reporting a major win on the nation's roads. Not a single serious accident recorded. Authorities say the smooth, incident-free celebrations follow an aggressive January crackdown that saw hundreds of tickets issued and dozens of vehicles taken off the streets.
So this year our presence, as I mentioned, we were present on the road throughout. So this helped curb on the number of reports of accidents that we had. So we had a relatively incident-free weekend celebration in St. Lucia. We had no reports of any serious accidents. All in all, based on the reviews that we have, the motorcyclists, they all were in conformity with the law. Everybody was wearing the helmet, so we had an incident-free holiday weekend.
Inspector Francis says the department's increased presence on the nation's roads will continue even after the independence celebrations. Over the past year, intensified traffic checks and targeted operations have been a key part of the department's restructuring efforts aimed at cracking down on delinquent drivers. These operations focus on speeding, reckless overtaking, and other major causes of road accidents. Just last week, officers conducted a coordinated enforcement exercise in the Bexar area, the city of Castries, and surrounding communities. That's the news. Thank you so much for watching and listening. Please join us at noon for our next news major, the Lunchtime Report. I'm Timothy Polion. Good morning.
Right. Thank you, guys. Let's take a short break. We're coming right back. Well, on our journey down to the Business Expo, like I said, we captured quite a number of industry, and Krafty Kat was on hand. Jaden had a lovely talk with her.
DBS family, we're continuing the journey right here at the Business Expo in VA4. And let me tell you, we're at a very interesting booth right here for many reasons. Some reasons we can't even show. And that's a good thing, huh? Don't worry about that, all right? But I'm joined here by Katia of Krafty Kat.
Yes.
How are you doing this morning?
I'm fine, thank you. So hi, the name of my business is Krafty Kat, and I'm Kat the Crafter. I blend technology and crafting. All right, my business started out of a love for crafting, and I'm a teacher. So I already had that love for creating things, and I decided to turn it into a business. Nice. My love for tech includes 3D printing.
Okay.
So I use 3D printing to make jewelry, accessories, and craft items.
Nice.
All right, so for example, the independent specials, we have earrings in the shape of the island of St. Lucia.
Excellent.
We also have our smart keychains, which uses a technology called NFC. You can tap to share your business info. Not all the time you want to walk around with business cards.
Okay.
It's not convenient. So you know you have one of these on your bunch of keys.
Right.
You meet somebody, you want to share your info, you just tap to share.
Yeah, because I'm not downplaying or shooting on anybody's business cards. Big up you, because let me tell you, to have a fixed set of business cards and them thing get everywhere.
Yeah.
It's a work. It's a
so
hassle.
the convenience, definitely.
Everyone has a phone. And everybody should have a data plan.
Should.
There's Wi-Fi to Gnet all over, right? So you're saying they could have this, take a phone, tap
and they get all your info
directly to like a hyperlink or something.
Yes.
Wow, that is phenomenal. That is excellent. So okay, so you have some designs there, but
you can always get them custom. Yeah. Wow. So you can send me your logo. I sketch it up. I'll let you know if that's what you want. You approve, and we're good to go.
Where you come from, though? Because this is something. No, honestly, this is phenomenal. This is something that I'm sure many business owners out there, especially the younger person.
Yes.
Who now
and especially we have a lot of influencers now. So I do the TikTok ones. People want to share their TikTok link with somebody.
Right.
Just tap to share. They can follow your page. They can see your information right away.
Wow. And what costing me for something like that?
These are $20. And yes, and you get them programmed one time. Just 5 minutes. You give me your info. I program it, and you're good to go.
Phenomenal. Wow. I also see how these are some of them here, which are very interesting. All right. Some keychains you also have as well.
Yeah, we have some words that we say, our unofficial national words.
Yeah, right.
I also do craft items like party wear, tumblers, customized things. So there's so much that I don't even have here. I advise people to follow the page. We are Krafty Kat on all social media and just see what it is I create and reach out.
I suspect when you home, that a box up there never stops. There's a lot of ideas in there, and the worst thing is you have a 3D printer, so the possibilities really are endless.
I think of something and I just make it right away.
Make it one time.
Yeah.
That's excellent, because that means you just continuously innovating. Okay, it
always,
never stops. That's excellent. Quick question though, when did all of this start?
A few years ago, I was creating items for a friend of mine for an event she was having, and she was like, you should go further with this. And I was like, okay, and I started doing keychains for events, and it's just blossomed into something completely different. So I always tell people, just do it, just try it. You never know how far it'll take you, just try it.
That's exceptional inspiration to those of you.
So if you have that business idea, just get on it now.
Give it a try, you never know. The only way you could fail is if you never try in the first place. So, what if you never tried? You wouldn't be here today.
Exactly.
You wouldn't be on DBS right now. With endless people now, which we need to do right now. How can we contact you? How can we
Very good. So,
you?
like I said, I'm Krafty Kat on all social media, but our contact number 716-3882.
And just spell the Krafty Kat for them, because there are different ways.
Krafty Kat.
Excellent. So DBS family, those of you watching, that is it.
As soon as you see this logo, this is us.
That is it. DBS family, of course, do not hesitate. All of you business owners out there, Whether you're younger, you're older, you're on social media and you don't have pocket space, because look at my pockets right now. One to endless thing in my pocket right now. I don't have no more space for business cards. So why not just have a nice setup keychain here, tap on it and boom, hyperlink is right there. Alright? And to the fellas out there, Government Independence will be passed already. We're in the month of February. You can still get a nice airing as well, alright? We still have right here, Krafty Kat is here to deliver everything to y'all, alright? Thank you so much for this interview. Wish you all the best in the future.
It wasn't bad, right?
No, we were good. You're good. Excellent. Of course, you're here. She was a little nervous. Right? She was a little nervous. All right? And you take care, guys. See you guys soon.
Right. Well, it's the final Thursday in the month of February, and like we promised, our final in the Icon series as we continue to recognize brilliance within the St. Lucian fabric. And this time around, the man of the moment. I mean, come on, it goes without saying. Trinidad can't get over it yet. The rest of the world about to get the bigger taste of it, but whichever way it goes, every buzz in the Caribbean of late was about that song, Can't Behave Myself, and that has to be attributed to one of our prolific writers in that of Dwyane Mendes. So this is our Icon series feature for the final Thursday in February. Well, let me tell you something. I don't know if you had the interview yet, but mine's exclusive. Mine's exclusive because this is a man of the moment. You know, really and truly, when you talk about shaking the ground over in Trinidad for the carnival season, this is a man right here. The creative mindset behind this song that, if you were to ask any normal man, they will tell you that was a road march. But that's for Trinidad politics. In our mind, in our head, in our hearts, the mere fact that the song you know, went on to do that, you know, create that kind of controversy, that's our win. And this is a man behind it here. And a lot of St. Lucian did not know that. You know, and I had to straighten a few people over the independence because one, two DJs might have played the song and they didn't know what to say. But it's our independence, Trinidad don't play our music, you know. So it's our independence. Why they playing Trinidad song? I said, that is ours, you know. So, you know, sometimes it's so important to get in the alignment of perspective. But we're definitely going to be coming to that in a while. I'm sitting here, we're chilling in Dwayne's office. We just roll up on Dwayne because that's the only how we're going to get it done because, no, that's not true. Dwayne is nice. Dwayne said, okay, no problem. You asked him, he said, okay, no problem, I'll be in the office. And he didn't even make us drive all the way to Rondeby. But Dwayne, on a serious note now, we're talking because listen, we have sat down before, we have spoke before, along the line of the industry, along the line of creativity. And you're a man, the last big concert you did and you said, boy, I don't think I could top that, so probably that is the last one and then I'll have to think of something else. You know, and that was a conversation we had the last time we spoke. And that you did. But I just wanted to wire back down a bit, Dwayne, because, you know, this industry is a high-stake one. It's a one you have to have penance, you have to have patience, you have to have a passion, and you have to stick to the thing because thing doesn't just get up and happen just so. True. You understand? And people seeing the success of this song now, you've had other successes we can't mention, but persons might think, oh, may just get up and he decided going back into writing and boom. You understand? But that is not the case. There's a reason he said going back into writing.
Yeah.
Let's talk about that journey from then, Dwayne, some of the things that you've been dabbling in when it comes to creativity, when it comes to entertainment, because some people might just have known the surface. Let's dig deep a little bit.
No problem.
Your journey into this.
No problem. Go ahead, ask what you want.
Well, for instance, we know you're in the creative space, but your love for writing started when?
I've been blessed to be around certain people who created music, especially reggae and dancehall music from the early 2000s, late 90s. You know, Richie D, he's one of my inspirations, and Super Dupes from Black Chinese. And I saw these guys build rhythms right. I saw how they got into it. I saw what motivated them. I saw how they put themselves in the shoes of the artist to write for the artist. Nice. You know, and just from observation and probably giving my 2 cents here and there, you know, saying tweak this, change this, or this might sound better,
Right.
you know. And then I did that with Pen and Ace.
Nice.
When we managed Ricky T, Islerman and Teddyson.
Nice.
You know, I'd be like, hey, change this, change that, or I like to hear this, say that, you know.
Were you understanding then? Let me just talk to you. Were you understanding then? Because you were probably just in the room while this thing going on, and
Right.
you're just saying, well, I find out that, not understanding that there was something deeper there. Or did you understand it?
No, well, the changes I made, they would tell you was very significant to the material.
Right.
You know, and maybe change the entire thing.
Right.
You know, so I knew I could touch something.
Right.
You know, and I knew,
Good.
I believe I had this gift of connecting to people very well. You know, it's phrases, words that would just connect very, very well.
Well, that's evident in your your station's ID, station IDs and your drops. So
Yes. Yeah. So I write all of that.
I know.
So I have a way of connecting to people.
Very innovative way.
You know, and very on an emotional level. I think, and then I always thought good music could make people cry, laugh, get energetic, be in a rage, calm people down, and stuff like that. So I believe in the power of all of that, and how you say it, how you phrase it.
Absolutely.
So that has always been something that I work on. You know what was funny too? That I used to write speeches for DJs for songs.
Ah.
Yes.
Okay. Okay.
So that was like, we used to sit down and put a set together and come up with a speech, talk sets for each song or every other song, you know. And I did it for quite a bit, you know, for all sorts of international, local DJs, etc. You know, even when I have a speech idea, I would even call HP and say, hey, this song, you could say this and that, you know.
Nice.
So all of these things help me understand and learn music, how it motivates, how it brings out love, passion in people, you know.
Right.
And doing commercials and doing promotions, I always look for sound bites in songs to use in commercials. So every time I write or I put a song together, I'm thinking of all of these elements. All of these elements are behind my, you know, in the back of my head.
This is the inspiration pushing through.
Saying, okay, this is a hit, this is a hit, this would sound like a hit, you know. So most times when I do play demos or pitch songs, people will say, oh, out of the 10 songs, I like 7, 8.
Right.
You know, because I think I understand the formula of what a hit sounds like or what a hit should sound like.
Right. A lot of people are not gifted. That's a gift, yeah.
A
lot of people are not gifted. But in our parts, especially then, I think we're beginning to understand now that that's a thing.
Yes.
But I think this is such a vital gift to have. I mean, imagine having... You're a creator, so you're there, you want to sing, you're a performer, you have that element.
Right.
But understand it's very difficult sometimes for you to pinpoint, okay, would this be something that is going to touch, or it's going to hit, that's going to, you know, drive home?
Right.
And there actually are people with gifts who most of the times hit the mark right on target.
Right.
You're one of those.
Well, I guess so. I guess so. You know, but I did study the craft a lot. You know, I watched a lot of documentaries. I saw a lot of podcasts. I went to writers' conferences. I went to writing camps just to understand how to structure what, you know, and then I formulated my own formula from everything I heard, everything I experienced, given the market that we're in, you know, and I kind of just created my own little world.
I still maintain it's a gift because let me tell you why I know it's a gift, because you transcend. You've been then correct, hitting the mark on what it is would be a hit.
Right.
Now, music are constantly changing, evolving, moving, but still yet today, it's not like, okay, some people have a difficult, even if you study it, which is fine to have that professional side packed down with it, but to be able to move with the evolution of the vibe, the music, the sound, the energy, and still move up to today in the modern times and still be able to pinpoint on a modern sound, a evolved sound, and still be able to pinpoint and pick that up.
Yeah. And, you know, to be honest, I had a lot of self-thinking of why is it that I'm doing this at such a high level?
I'm saying.
You know, so then I realized, as a promoter again, I used to bet on artists early for a hit song. So if I hear a song from an artist, I'll be like, that's a hit, let me book that artist.
Right. See, you see what I'm saying?
Yeah. So I understood. Then I was like, oh
it's
yeah,
an understanding.
I did do that.
It's a very innate understanding. Everybody don't have it.
Because I think in 2023, when I booked Bungie with Buju, everybody's like, Bungie? But I heard the song.
Right.
And I heard the song only once, and I was like, that's a big song. Whether it win Road Match or not, it's a big song. But it ended up winning Road Match. And I heard it in November of the year before. You know? And I booked him based on me believing in the song and believing it'll be huge in the Caribbean and be huge here.
Right.
And so said Sota, and by the time it came around to May, he was the biggest thing.
Is there an official title? Because now with the music evolving, there's always we're constantly seeing new roles being added on to the music platform, rightfully so, because we're now discovering that there is different platform, different tiers to all make this will come together for you to, that success. Yeah, that success story. It comes from these different particles coming together. I want to ask for my personal purposes as well, and maybe it will benefit the listeners. Do we now have a space where persons like yourself could be employed just to listen music?
Absolutely, it's
happening.
It's happening right now.
Right.
Absolutely.
Just somebody wants to do something, they run it by you, and you're going to say, okay, that's a go. That's a go. Is it pressure? Do you feel pressured though? What if you say, yeah, okay,
I think that's what
give it on
DJ
that
Khaled
one.
is, though.
Right.
Yeah.
So, oh my God.
Yeah.
No, I'm trying to put myself, and of course I'm trying to put myself in your shoes, because I'm thinking, so that's where I guess you'll define whether somebody's gifted in that or not, because I'm saying, if somebody comes to me with this, I might feel pressured, like, okay, what if I said yes to the song and it didn't end up a hit?
Right.
I will concern myself with that. What about you? If somebody comes to you, they place that confidence in you, you say, all right, yes, that's a go, and the song went out there that year and nothing happened.
A good song is a good song, but for it to be a hit depends on the system behind the song.
Ah, okay.
Okay, the work that is done with the song. Can't Behave with Voice would not be a great song if it wasn't for Voice and his team.
Putting in the work.
Putting it in the work, the timing, obviously, yes, but it has to be the system behind the song also. Because I'm hearing a lot of good songs in St. Lucia.
Right.
But I realize that there's no system. Everything is just done very locally. There's no system to get it out. A lot of people still don't understand the market and how it works, and yeah, and so
it's the language. Yes,
but there are very good songs in St. Lucia that are not playing anywhere else but in St. Lucia.
Right.
So we need that system, but you do need a system. So it's not only a good song. A good song is a start, is a great start, but you need the system.
Right. Let's speak to, we're going to come to, we're saving the best for last. Let's speak to, your contribution to the musical scene over years. Are you satisfied with what you tried to implement, or some of the vision that you had and you've put out there? Maybe at the time you were putting it out, it was probably way beyond, like in advance, and some people probably would have understood it. So, are you satisfied that you comfortable in everything that you've poured into the industry thus far, and understood whether or not it was received at the time or not, seeing it now coming into fruition, that people always understood, well, yes, Dwyane knew what he was talking about?
I stopped looking for people validation a long time ago.
Okay, you just gave up on that because you tried and...
Somebody said to me once in one of my previous projects a few years ago, oh, they're going to respect you now after you've done this. I was like, they haven't respected me then. I don't think they respect me now. I don't think it would make a difference. Yeah. So I gave up on validation a long time ago. A lot of people close to me always say that I'm in my own world. Yeah. I don't do it for clout. I don't do it for applause. I don't do it for awards.
Right.
I do it because I love to do it. And I think when you love to do something, it will show. If you're doing something, if you're motivated by something else, like money, hype, it will show. You know, everything I do it genuinely, you know.
Strictly passion.
And strictly passion. I drive off passion. Hence why I moved from doing huge concerts to making music, because the passion of doing huge concerts was just not there anymore. I felt like
what can you do after Buddha?
What can I do after Buddha?
You know? Yeah, what can you do? You know, absolutely.
So that's how I felt.
Right. Let's fast forward now, because Trinidad, I mean, that is the, I mean, and everything seems to be happening in alignment for you with this year. You've written, there's hit songs out there we can't mention right now that you've actually done that persons are not aware of. This is the first one that actually, you know, the spotlight is on you and people are able to connect you with the big song. Trinidad, when you were putting this together, come on, did you anticipate any of all of this, Dwyane?
Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
This song was sitting there, or you wrote this one in, when was this constructed? What was the framework? What was going through your mind? Where were you? What was happening when this idea came up when you put this together? Let's fast forward now, because Trinidad, I mean, that is the, I mean, and everything seems to be happening in alignment for you with this year. You've written, there's hit songs out there we can't mention right now that you've actually done that persons are not aware of. This is the first one that actually, you know, the spotlight is on you and people are able to connect you with the big song. Trinidad, when you were putting this together, come on, did you anticipate any of all of this, Dwyane?
Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
This song was sitting there, or you wrote this one in, when was this constructed? What was the framework? What was going through your mind? Where were you? What was happening when this idea came up when you put this together?
In October of 2025, I was at Miami Carnival and I was just observing. I saw a lot of people reacting to music and loving music, and it gave me quite a bit of ideas for soca songs. I wasn't writing soca at the time. I was writing other genres of music.
Okay.
And then I decided to start writing some soca based on what, and then listening to soca and how the phrasing and just the whole patterns of how the formula to soca. And I remember seeing a Trinidadian dancing with his flag at a roti shop.
Right there?
In Florida.
In Florida, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, in Florida. Hugging his flag to Savannah Grass. And he danced to it like it was a slow song. And I was like, wow. And then these are the things that inspire me to write. And I understood every word and every feeling and every emotion. I got choked up watching him. And he was probably drunk. But it was just amazing to see, you know. And I wanted a song to bring out that same passion.
Yes.
And then one day I was in the shower and I just said, I can't behave myself. And then I just started writing words to the song.
Wow.
Yeah. And that's it.
And now, the voice, when you decided who was gonna, when you got the idea for the song, was it an immediate, yes, that's a voicey song and that's the person I want to deliver it? That's who's gonna do justice to it?
I've always been a big fan of Voice.
Okay.
I think he's probably one of my favorite soca artists.
Okay.
You know, I love his style, I love what he says, I love what he represents.
Right.
You know? And so I did write it with him and a local artist in mind.
Okay.
So I had the two of them in mind. When I was done with the song, it's not quite like what you hear now. The melodies are the same, but the music was more of, I would say, a global EDM style.
Okay.
You know? I did send it for the local guy. He never responded. So then I was like, okay,
Okay.
No problem.
Okay.
And I was listening to some soca music for 2026. And I'm like, wow, I think I have something that might rival a lot of these songs. I'm not hearing anything.
They were missing that element.
Yeah, everything was love songs at the time. And I was like, oh, they don't have a breakaway song, you know? So I called International Steven and I said to him, hey, I think I have something here that, you know, I think is one of the best songs I've written, you know? And he said to me, well, come over. It took me about 2 days to go over because he was busy, I was busy. And then when I finally went, when he heard the song, he's like, yeah, I think this is it, Dwyane. And then he said, but isn't the season late? Let's just wait for next year. I mean, I'm good. And he's like, no, we need this now. It's not too late, you know, but we need this now. So he did send it for Marshall because he is signed to Marshall.
Yeah.
But it was not written for Marshall.
Right.
So it wasn't phrased. The style wasn't Marshall.
Style.
It wasn't style. And then he sent it for Voice. So I got the Voice story now.
Right.
So when I finally met Voice in person in Trinidad, Voice told me he was in the barber chair when he got the call. Oh. The robe was still around his neck. And when he heard the song, he ran outside with the robe.
That was his, isn't it? That was his, man.
He's like, this is my song, right?
That's right.
This is mine. And Stephen said to him, yes, this is yours.
Wow.
And then we went back and forth 16 times, changing the song
around.
To suit the market and for where it was, the season of where it was and stuff like that. And that's it.
The rest is history.
The rest is history.
The rest is history.
And he and his team did an amazing job, and he delivered the song just as I imagined it.
He did, you know.
Yeah.
He did. But you see, that's the thing. There was definitely a chemistry there because he felt that song immediately, yeah?
Yes.
Remember that?
Yes,
so
he did.
When you feel something,
yes,
the passion you're gonna deliver it in.
Yes.
Is on a different level. So it had to. This was just divine, yeah? That was just his song.
Yes.
He received it the way because everybody else who got it.
When I finally met him in person after the creation of the song and the hit and stuff, I mean, we were very emotional.
I know.
We were very emotional.
Right.
You know, we were very emotional, and he's such a great performer, and the way people receive the song, seeing the song, people react to the song live.
Yes.
It's amazing.
It's amazing, yeah.
It's amazing. Right. It did everything I thought it would have done in the shower.
Okay.
The way the emotions of people came out.
Yes.
You know, it was like they everybody connected so well to the song. Right. You know. Yeah.
So does that create now? Is that a chemistry bond made there now? Because now it seems like you guys have a chemistry in terms of you definitely can appeal to his style.
Absolutely, absolutely, absolutely. We've been talking nonstop.
Keep working.
Yeah, and absolutely, we're not done with the song yet. We do intend to do a global remix for the song.
Right.
We are aware that how big the song is in all over the Caribbean. We are seeing the streams. I think the last time I checked, we were at 20 million TikTok views.
Hello.
That's just TikTok.
Yeah, that's just TikTok, isn't it?
You know, the song went completely viral. You know, yeah.
Wow. What does that mean for you now? Because I mean, it's one thing. You I know you like your thing. You have your passion, but that sort of reaction, that sort of energy coming out of this is bound to put some new ideas and some new mission and purposes on your mind now.
Well, I've been in the industry for 30 years, so a lot of people tell me before this song and before the other song, they told me that I'm working backwards because I was already on top with the promotions, knowing all the artists, booking managers, and all of that. So now it's very easy for me to maneuver in the industry because of this.
You already have all of the networking.
Because I already have
all of that. So good.
So my phone is ringing nonstop. I'm trying to reprioritize my life and the objectives. I have to value my time a lot more. There's a lot of things I wanted to do with my music that I can't do because now everything on my laptop is worth so much more money.
Right.
You know, and means so much more.
Yes.
So
you have to balance the to find the right balance.
Yeah.
No, innit?
So I've been in my thoughts a lot, just trying to figure out what's the next moves, you know. And while I'm in my thoughts, my phone is ringing.
I know.
I'm getting more opportunities.
Yeah.
I got a call from Sony Music 3 days ago, you know, to work on someone's album.
Wow.
And that's just the tip of the iceberg, you know. All the big producers in Trinidad are calling. You know, it's big artists, you know, are calling different islands, ministries.
We believe in you, though. We believe in you, though.
Ministries from different islands are calling to work with their product and work on their product. Wow. You know, I'll give you something that was very surreal. Apart from everything that happened, I got laid over in Antigua on Sunday. Coming back to St. Lucia. And next to me was a group of persons, and a reporter called me from Trinidad to clarify something with the song.
Right.
And I started talking about it.
Right.
When I was done,
heard the conversation.
They heard the conversation, and they all came over to my table and introduced themselves. Oh. And they were all ministers from different islands. And I didn't.
They're heading to the summit, innit?
Yes. And they asked me for my phone number.
Wow.
I gave them all I shouted out my phone number to everyone in one go. And in 2 minutes I got all their credentials and who they were, who was Minister of Creative Industries and Public Works, who was Minister of the Tourism and Health, you know, whatever it may be.
Yeah.
And they all were looking forward to seeing me in their island to do it. And I was like, for one song?
Yeah.
Like, you know,
it's
like
huge.
You know,
it's not just one song. Is what the song was able to create.
Yeah, I mean, I was like, is this normal? You know, because you know, but yes, so it's opportunities like that just keep coming and stuff. You know, so right now it's just to kind of figure out,
reassess your whole life. Yeah. Certainly, Dwyane, listen, man. This is huge, and I mean, St. Lucia is right on the backdrop of the celebration of independence. I mean, come on, there we are again. That flag can't be missed at all. But we are scared for you. We are scared for you. It was just it's just timing. We're sure you're going to be able to find that balance. We know you will, and we look forward to some more great things, man. But on right now, in the moment, big congratulations to you, sir. And big congratulations. Big up to Dwyane Mendes all the time. You don't know. Big up to Dwyane Mendes. Certainly. Thank you again, Dwyane, and all the best moving forward.
Thank you.
We'll continue to follow the movement for sure.
Well,
and then you had to write me a song. I don't know if I'm putting myself in the mix. I think it's my just so give my hit song. I go run with it. You know we're gonna make our money. Right. Although my money kinda a little small them days, but that's alright. You don't do me a favor, that's your charitable work. You know they say when you make it big, you have to go and do put me under the foundation part of the thing. Yeah, I go work there with you. Doing all the best, darling.
Thank you.
Good. Yeah. Well, I'm no long talking. I have a little thing here and I wanted to share it because trust me, it hit me in some type of way. I'm not sure. But you tell me how this one sit on your stomach, on your breastplate. Out of the hatred for the cockroach, the ants voted for insecticide. They all died, including the butterfly who didn't even vote. Have a nice day.